Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Becca. And in today's video, I thought it would be a great opportunity to do a little get to know me, a little question and answer, because I did just recently get like almost 300 new subscribers. And in this way, you guys can get to know me. And then also the people who have supported me for a while. Maybe there's a few things that I'll tell you guys today that you don't already know. I actually did not post like a like a post for you to ask me questions because I was a little bit nervous and nobody would ask me anything. So this is really just going to be me talking to you guys about my life. And if you do have any questions that you would like to know about me, just ask them in the comments. I'm an open book. I will answer all of your questions. I love talking to you guys. So please do that if you would like to. But go ahead and jumping into it. So I'm just going to tell you my whole life story, honestly. So I am currently 29 years old. I have a husband and I have two children. My son is 13 and my daughter is 6. And if you do a little bit of the math, I did have my son when I was 16, which is kind of crazy looking back on it, how everything is. I mean, even just, it's crazy to me that I have a 13-year-old boy. I mean, it is so insane, but I love it. He is such an incredible child. So is my daughter. My daughter, I mean, my goodness, I learned so much from both of them. I love being a mom. I love everything about being a mom. But yeah, I mean, I moved out of my house whenever I was 15 years old, and I dropped out of high school because I was pregnant with a baby, or I had a baby, by the time the next school year came up, and I got my GED and kind of just did everything I could do, me and my husband together, to support ourselves, support our children. And where we're at now, we're in a good spot. My husband is working and I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom. I actually homeschool my kids too, which is awesome. I really do enjoy doing both. It's definitely difficult, but I really do enjoy it, spending that time with my children and being able to just be that, be that rock for them and everything. But I tend to give a lot of me to others and that I love. And I love doing that. I love being that person to my husband, to my children. I want to be that mom that does everything and anything, right? Especially for the people that I love. But with doing that, I definitely have put myself on the back burner, for a long time. And I know, because some people might sit here and say, well, your daughter's 6 years old now. Why are you waiting till now to lose weight? But to be honest with you, I actually started last year. And before I even started, posting videos or even trying to lose weight, I was just in such a bad spot mentally because I do struggle with depression, anxiety, and binge eating. I also comfort eat. I mean, food is something that is not just nutrition to me. It is something that I enjoy cooking. I enjoy baking. I enjoy sharing food with people I love and trying new foods and things like that. Like it is something that I enjoy so much. But last year when I was at my highest, which was what at least that I know of was around 220 pounds. It could have been higher than that, guys. I don't know. I mean, there was literally years where I didn't weigh myself. I didn't like looking in mirrors. I constantly lived in big t-shirts and big clothes, and I didn't like leaving the house. I didn't like I was a recluse in a lot of ways, but I didn't like who I was for me. I didn't like the way that I was very hard on myself, I guess I would say. And because I was so hard on myself, I couldn't even consider trying to, even eat healthier or work out or anything because I was just such in a bad place mentally. And it got to a point where I knew I was gaining weight, like drastically. And I'm not saying that, there's a certain weight that's bad. I think we all have a certain point where we start, finally looking at ourselves and going, okay, if I continue on this path, where am I going to go with it? And my family does have really bad issues with diabetes and heart conditions and breathing problems. And those are conditions that I know that I probably could prevent or do a lot to prevent if I were to at least try to better my health. And it also had to do with the fact that, when I would finally look in a mirror, I would be so mean to myself. And it was, I don't know, it was not a good headspace. And so I started doing little things, at first. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll start, playing around with makeup. Not saying you have to wear makeup, but I love wearing makeup. I used to love it all the time. But I mean, I went years without even trying to do my makeup because I felt in such a funk that I didn't care. I didn't, and I feel like every bit of energy and everything that I could give was just gone by the end of the day. And depression also does that to you. Depression makes you feel so super exhausted and alone in a box to the side. You know what I mean? But like I said, I finally started getting back into makeup and I started really enjoying that. And then I started telling myself, it's okay that I got to where I was. It's okay that, my weight gain is where it's at right now. But I need to try to do something to get myself out of this. I don't have many, because I told you guys I am a stay-at-home mom, so I am a recluse when it comes to friends and communicating with people. And I told myself, it would be a good, I think, start to help me get out of this funk is by communicating with a few people like you guys that can relate or can at least have empathy and can give me tips or, help me know where to start my weight loss journey or what to do. And so I did that last year. I turned on a camera, I weighed myself, and I was 220 pounds, and I worked on myself. I tried my best to get out of that depression spiral that I was in, and it worked. I mean, I was doing better, but for me personally, depression for me comes in waves. Right now in my life today, I would say I'm on the top of the waves, but eventually I'm not trying to be, dark about it, but it's just true. Depression isn't something that you go through one time, and for some people, maybe that's true. You go through it one time in your life and you're good. But for me, it is something that I have always dealt with for a very long time for multiple reasons. But, I am trying my best to, even when I am super depressed, to not let that depression take over my life and allow myself to feel those feelings, to go through those motions, but to also reel it back in and remind myself of the mother that I am, the person that I am. And a lot of that is because of you guys, the help that you guys have given me this past year. If you look back at my past videos, you will see that there's a lot of gaps. There's a lot of time that I took away from posting. And a lot of the reason for that is because I was dealing with a lot of heavy traumatic things that have happened in my past, and also things that recently happened that were insane and crazy and weighed very heavily on me. Because like I said, going through those things in the past, but going through something in the present, my anxiety was it was off the charts. And I feel like I've worked myself through that and been able to communicate with people. I've worked on that a lot with communicating my issues rather than bottling up inside. So for a little bit over a month now, I've come back to YouTube, started posting again. I did take some time off to focus on my mental health. I was really struggling for a while. I do have, all of those videos from this past year still posted. I'm not taking anything down. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed, to share a lot of my life with you guys, because even when it comes to the weight loss, I started a year ago, and I am currently, I'm currently 199 pounds. And so I've actually lost 21 pounds. If you look at it from my very start weight, which was 220, but I mean, it's taken me a year, if you want to put it in in a time frame, to lose that weight. Although I have lost a chunk of it just recently, getting back into working out and staying consistent. And, a bit of me feels like embarrassed, because I started something and I didn't finish it. But, one thing about me posting and talking to you guys and being very open with y'all is that, I am a good mom. I am a good person. I am someone who is strong and capable of completing the goals that I set for myself, but I am also not perfect. And whenever I go through my depression really, really bad, sometimes it's difficult to put all of myself into everything that I normally do, like the homeschooling, my children, my husband, the house, the cats. I have 2 cats, things like that, which I know to normal people is probably like, those are just normal things. But to someone who deals with, depression and anxiety, those things can be a lot harder to work through. And also on top of it, be working on yourself, you know what I mean? Trying to better yourself, trying to put yourself up and lift yourself up rather than talk yourself down and talk yourself, doing all that, being hard on yourself. So if you do deal with that, I'm with you. I understand. And I listen, I am my worst own enemy, but I'm very nice to everybody else. I try to uplift and encourage people to, do good and follow their goals. And, that's just me as a person. Cause, I want everyone that I love to have that person in their life. And I'm willing to be that person, but I need to be that person for myself too. So, I am currently on day 23 of my 30-day challenge. That's kind of why I think I've grown so much too, with the past few weeks, is because I've been posting on my YouTube shorts. So, I don't know how many people are going to come over there and watch this, but if you are from there, thank you so much for all the positivity and the kind words that you guys have said to me. It is so motivating and so inspiring for me to keep going. I'm not going to quit. I, of course, have been thinking to myself, what am I going to do after the 30 days? But I think I'm just going to continue posting daily, of every workout that I do and just continue on it, because although it's been so difficult, like physically, to continue working out some days, my legs have literally been like jello and have hurt, but I push through it and I give myself that time, to rest whenever I need to. But it has given me so much more energy. I feel like every day, honestly, I've gotten to a point where I look forward to working out, and I feel good. Like, I feel good mentally. I feel good physically, and I want to continue this. And if you are new here and you want to watch my journey, of course, if you don't know already, I am trying to lose 70 pounds. So I have currently lost 21 pounds of that so far. So that's pretty great and awesome, or 20 pounds. But I am so proud of myself, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you guys. If you do, like I said in the beginning, if you have any questions for me, please leave them down in the comments. I'm an open book. I really don't hide much, because I feel like if I've gone through it, someone else might go through it, or, maybe it's just entertaining to see someone else struggle. I don't know, but I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. I will see you guys every single Thursday with a new video, and I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and a great day, and I'll see you guys later.